All right, everybody, welcome back to Elrya. If my memory serves, session 13?
It
Is that
do
right?
serve. Wow.
Wow, look at you guys. Last session, you did a little bit of a sweep of the dungeon, just kind of clearing out everything. You had the assistance of the other adventurers that you saved to clear out any of the rooms that you didn't want to handle. But you did have a little bit of a scuffle with some undead in one room. Finding a couple, I think, a whistle that summons an undead, and some gems. And then you went down the staircase that you had seen before, and found a little secret library, some old history and some spell scrolls. And then Elysia got her cat murdered, and scared the shit out of herself because a shadow was hiding in the corner around a statue after shooting a bunch of stuff at the statue over and over and over again.
Throwing
You,
things at it.
Alessa eventually decided to skim through the book of lore that you had found, and came across repeated mentionings of draconic language spoken out loud. So you all got Meepo the man to teach you how to say the phrase out loud. Four of you got on the circle to say the circle square to say the phrase out loud, and randomly Kurze got the buff to a permanent charisma checks, +1 to charisma checks permanently.
Hey, good thing we didn't use that on like a stool or a book or something, man.
Yeah, or like the leg of a chair or something like that. That'd be
yeah.
But yeah, you ended the session clearing out, just fast forwarding through clearing out this room that you're all currently in, which was a few skeletons and a couple twig blights. And I am pleased to inform you that you have completely cleared out of the dungeon of all things that you would determine to be threats. The kobolds are still chilling upstairs, but I believe you handled that. You told the kobolds about the guild, and you messaged the guild about the kobolds, and seemed, from what you could tell, there didn't seem to be any obvious hostilities or issues, at least not at face value. So believe your quest to clear out the dungeon and save the hostages is complete in the dungeon realm. So at this point, it's up to you guys to determine where exactly you want to go next. If you want to do anything in the dungeon before you head out, and yeah, then I guess the next thing on the to-do list is to return the question. So the world is yours. I believe the game is unpaused, and yeah.
Would we turn the question to the place where we actually got it from in the peninsula, or would we take them all back to Vorin?
Well, they're not all from Vorin.
Would we take the people who want to go to Vorin?
And also remember, the quest primarily is to clear out the dungeon, not to save the people. Saving the people was a bonus on top, and the saving the people part came from the guild, right, too. And so you would certainly turn the quest in back at the guild. The lieutenant, Kolev, who you spoke to, who gave you information about the quest, would be the one that you would return to and report your findings. And if you wanted the reward for your live adventures, you would probably need to have their living presence there to testify that they are alive.
Fair enough. Well, it'd be a great spot for them to depart from anyways.
Well, I guess let's go back to them and back to the kobolds and see if they've cleared out the rest of the areas that maybe we've told them to, and then we can head on out of here.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to move all your character tokens actually there. You can
Yeah.
just describe. I mean, I'm not gonna. You guys can just kind of tell me where you're going, and I'll just let you know what happens or what you see there. So
We have to say goodbye to Meepo.
Well, it's not like a full goodbye.
It's just
it's
goodbye
just
for
a
now.
See you later.
Meepo's gone, but not forgotten.
We'll make a
Forever
grave
in our
for
hearts.
Meepo. Completely empty. It was just like, what are you guys doing?
me both looking at the grave, confused.
You're not dead, just dead to us.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
So, do you guys go back upstairs to the kobolds? Oh, with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you make your way upstairs, walking through the dungeon halls, clear and presumably safe at this point. And you see them kind of going about their daily business. You do notice that when you get to the first floor, the kobolds have started to spread out and kind of comb through the areas where the goblins had been before. Your adventurer friends are just waiting for you in your temporary bedroom, I guess, that you have acquired here.
I
Alright,
wave
looks like
as we approach.
Oh.
looks like they their stuff.
Would I know if kobolds would collaborate across different I don't know what you call a group of them, a pack?
Make a make a history check or I guess a nature check.
I'll do nature then. Okay. That is a 20, not natural.
It's certainly been known to happen. They're not actively hostile with the tribes by default, but they're typically they are tribal in that, in the sense that they have a identity amongst their family, basically. I mean, I'm sure sometimes kobolds have contacts with other tribes. What exactly are you trying to know exactly again?
I'm thinking of talking to Ystrel and possibly getting some info hey, do you know of any other packs that are friendly to you that if we mention your name, would be friendly to us?
I mean, if you wanted to talk to Israel and say those things, you could just do that.
Well, I mean, if that was the kind of thing of just, I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. We are now in this conversation.
Israel looks at you and goes, we have not spoken to another tribe in a while. You can certainly claim to be friendly with kobolds. That might get you somewhere. I mean, if you don't attack kobolds, most kobolds that we have met shouldn't attack you.
Okay, that's...
Unless you're roaming around in their territory looting stuff willy-nilly and you don't realize it and they think you're stealing from them. Oftentimes they won't ask questions. They'll just attack first because they think you're trespassers. But, assuming you get the opportunity to see them. Yeah, I mean, kobolds, we are friendly people.
Until you're not. Yeah, but yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. She nods. You understand perfectly.
Wow.
Okay, good to know. What kind of... just so maybe I would know when I'd be trespassing, what places do tribes usually take up residence in? Or is it just kind of anywhere that works tactically?
Well, tactically, yes, of course, that matters. Underground, caves, dungeons, places of significance to dragon lineage, or basically anywhere that our dragon sire wishes to be. If it's a kobold that worship a green dragon, maybe they'll be around a forest. But typically, we find places away from the daylight to organize.
Right. Oh, how about, would you know of any locations of dragons?
That's a good question. Hold on, let me double check something real quick. I don't know why.
Hey, he's asking
I
good
didn't think about
questions
this.
today. This isn't
Yeah,
a
hold
tree
on.
we're dealing with here. Man.
I think that I got some very useful information from the tree, okay?
Okay, that's true, but
Yes. She says, actually kind of with a snarl on her face. Yes. There is a nearby cavern where a dragon has claimed home, a beautiful cavern, which we hope we can take some time in the future to show Calstrix how much he means to us and to assert his strength and dominance over the local territory, as his claim is overcomes that of an older dragon.
oh,
Oh, wow. So, oh yeah, that's really a plan you've had in the making for a while, then.
Yes, it's nearby, but we must build numbers, build strength here in this place in order to take on this new venture. It will take time.
Does this plan sound feasible to me with how young Calcerix is?
I don't know, does it?
I mean,
I don't know.
between
You're the one that,
like
you know you than more than I know you.
between like kobold life expectancy and how long it takes dragons to grow, to my knowledge, how many generations of kobold would probably take before you said it's a wormling?
Calstrix is.
Yeah. Would it take a worm to be in a condition that to be like, would you say adult or young?
I mean,
dragon?
if your question is how long would it take Calstrix to be able to fight this other dragon, I mean, I would say make an insight check.
Okay. All right, that is 12.
Yeah, it's not a hard DC. She's not saying that Calstrix is going to fight this other dragon necessarily. She's saying that the tribe is going to go into the dungeon as a whole and fight with Calstrix, maybe for Calstrix, and fight the dragon.
Interesting.
Throw bodies at the thing until they win.
Yes, which is why it will take time probably, because they're going to develop an army of kobolds. and to go march
Wow.
into this dungeon.
Well,
But you also don't know how old this dragon is. She just said older. Older than a wormling.
yeah, who knows?
Could be young or ancient, you know?
True,
like-
true. That's a lot of kobolds they need there.
Wow.
How many kobolds does it take to take down a young dragon?
Only one. Kunai with chain.
Yeah,
Bring
as
him
you
down.
see Meepo furiously training in the back.
Oh wow, this
He oddly sounds like Joey Wheeler.
In that moment.
this dragon. Oh, what type is it? Like,
Our scouts say that it is a black as night black dragon.
Ah, so a dark dragon type. That's very neat.
I almost said something, never mind.
how old do you think it is?
It was difficult to say. Many of us got eaten,
Sure.
but we think not too old, not ancient.
Well, that's good. That would be real tough. Well, best of luck. You know, who knows? Maybe when we get strong enough, we'll be able to come back and help you with that.
She nods. Yes, you have proven loyal. In time, if you feel up to it, certainly. Come back if you help us. I'm sure there should be great reward.
All right. Well,
Then Calstrix would certainly acknowledge your help as well.
well, it's been a pleasure working with you, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Hopefully.
You
And
will
I'll
Yeah.
go back to the group and just kind of tell them about what I heard. Interesting
That
stuff.
cavern. That is.
Just sorry for another day.
I like the sound of that.
Say whereabouts the cavern was?
Mm,
She
Nearby.
just said it was near, right?
yeah. Honestly, I didn't want to ask just because if I knew where that cavern was, I probably wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't think
Fair enough.
I'm ready to take that on yet.
I would like
like that.
to speak with Meepo before we leave.
Yo.
Yeah. Okay.
My
You find
boy,
Meepo.
let me give you a hug.
It's like you go up to him and Meepo's just like, I don't remember you. Who are you? No. Everyone else in the mine just like, no.
I will find Meepo and be like, Meepo, my friend, I have a request, or rather, I would ask your permission for something.
Yes. What can I do for you, friend?
You see, throughout my journey so far, I've been No, not that, Toby.
No, anything with that.
As much as I love him. You see, throughout my journey so far, I have been gathering the names of people that I've met, and I hope to carry those names forward with me as I plan to build my own boat in the future. And on this boat, I hope to etch the names of all the friends I've made along the way in hoping they can share in my journey in some capacity. So I ask, can I have your permission to use your name?
Yes, yes, please. Meepo would be honored.
Then you have my word, and I will carry the name of Meepo to the edges of the earth.
Meepo looks up and poses as the heroic light shines upon him.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
Where are
yes,
you
thank
doing
you.
that?
Thank you.
/ would I be near that?
I think we're all kind of in the
Mm,
we're all in the
up to you.
Cobalt area.
Are you
so
following
yeah.
Vols around?
I mean, I wouldn't be, but if it's close enough to where we are.
It depends. Where are you?
I think we as a group are in that room down here.
Well, then probably not.
But if Meepo's not there, then okay.
He said he went to find me, though.
Ah, you're lucky.
And as you leave, Meepo will say, and please, if you ever have time, Calcerix could always use your help. We have big battles to fight.
Yes, Kurze told us a little bit ago of his conversation with Israel. I'm not really sure my thoughts on the matter, but you do have an ally in us, so if you're ever in dire need, we'll be there. I promise.
Well, I'm sure many sleep cycles will pass before we are ready to depart. We will be here for a long, long time.
Well, in the time being, I hope that all of your adventures and life around here treats you well.
You as well. I'll go back to training in the Calcerix room.
Cool.
Anything else from anybody before you head out of the dungeon?
I mean, before we head out of the dungeon, I think we should start to have a talk on what we're gonna do.
It's true. Our kind of battle
Okay.
plan here.
Firstly, I want to get the thoughts from the other group on what their plans moving forward are.
Do we want to start at the top of
group?
the
Yeah,
list?
they kind of look to you and they kind of look to each other. And Caitlin speaks up. I think Caitlin's the one in charge, right? Maybe there, or maybe it's Maria. I can't. Hold on. Maria speaks up. And kind of looks to the group and they kind of nod. Yes, well, we've had some discussions. And well, we can't just leave my hometown, which I have named finally. So the Kurze and Seraphine, and actually some of Elysia would know that in Vorin, Vorin is broken up into 4 territories, which you all knew, but I've named them. There's the capital territory, which is the capital. The Full Hearth territory, which is the middle part of the nation, which is mostly farmland. The Delphi territory, which is the southwest kind of forest peninsula area, and then the Elway territory, which is the southeast, the forest and the mountains and the coast, where you guys, several of you, left from. So they're from the Elway territory, and they're the town that Maria and her friend Caitlin and Thomas are from is the town of Melian, Melian. I'll post this map eventually. Well, but yeah, the town of Melian. So she'll say, yeah, well, we can't just leave my hometown defenseless. We certainly still have to find We either have to do quests enough to get enough gold to hire somebody to protect the town, or get strong enough ourselves to do it. So I think we'll probably stay in the area for now. I think most of us would agree. What? Go ahead.
Which one of them is the one that that Kurze and I was supposed to look for?
Maria
Like,
and her friends Caitlin and Thomas.
Okay.
And,
Okay, so
Well, she says she keeps going, and we'll probably keep working together. Our first adventure was less than successful, but we learned a lot of lessons along the way, and I think we all agree, and they kind of nod, that going through a life or death experience together has made us trust each other a little bit more. I don't know that I'd feel comfortable just kind of going out and finding someone new. At least the five of us kind of, I mean, we sort of know where our pitfalls are, if nothing else, at this point, and we kind of all share a similar, I guess, anxiety of failure and something it stems from, as well as a I don't know, an urge to succeed in spite of it, that I don't think the momentum just wouldn't be there with anybody else. And so Erky and Donegal would have agreed to continue with us, but I think we'll take some smaller quests, maybe just do a few job boards, posting, clearing the road, or I don't know, maybe just doing guard duty every once in a while, getting some money, maybe some better gear, before we take on a dungeon or something like that again.
Okay. Oh, and sorry, I'm bad with names, so I just want to be sure. I kind of wink to Erky because I know he doesn't know his friends' names as much. It's like you're Maria, Caitlin, Thomas, Erky, wink wink, and Donegal. Yeah.
Be nodding behind.
as soon as you say Maria, Seraphine just points at Maria and goes like, "You check up with your mother."
Oh yes, that I'm sure she was worried. Yes, we'll certainly send a raven as soon as we get out of here.
I swear.
Yes, we will. I promise we will.
She goes back to her corner.
Well, I'm glad to hear of your plans and of your goals for each other. I'm sure that we all feel fairly similar in the ties that have bound in this dungeon.
Indeed. We've gone from opening doors and getting hit by traps and jumped by creatures to getting a system together to where we open doors and we jump creatures. So I understand that trying to relearn that with new groups might be a bit difficult.
Sounds like a natural progression of things.
I half expected you to say, and then we go from that to opening doors and getting hit by stuff, and then we go from getting hit by stuff.
I thought about it, but we did handle those last rooms fairly well, and that was going to change what I said, but we handled it.
We also know that knocking too much is suspicious.
Oh my god. That was, yeah, there's always growth to be had.
Mostly you've learned about doors.
Yeah, what's everything about doors that we've learned?
I mean, it's when one door closes, another one opens and hits you with about 5 arrows.
And a battle axe. And a spear.
A tricky contraption indeed.
Well,
The door.
on the way back to the guild hall, we could stop by The town that I don't remember the name of, is that Rest Haven?
Rest
Yeah.
Haven? Oh, wait. Oh, no.
We stopped by
Right.
Rest
There's
Haven
nothing
too.
wrong with those barrels. There's no reason.
Oh,
To resupply and have beds.
and sell
It's
things.
a big thing right there.
Mm.
Ah, a bed would be great.
You guys didn't just bring beds with you?
You can carry a bed with you?
Of course. What do you mean?
You
You can also make beds too.
I didn't think you could fit that in the bag of holding.
Not a bed roll.
He's gonna shrug as you say, not a bedroll. Just be like, alright.
Just picture it. A full, huge bed. Nice and thick, so that when you lay down, it just... That'll be
You
nice.
can sprawl out and take up every inch of it.
It's only 5 gold a night.
Take up every inch of that thick bed.
Okay.
Alright.
This is taking a turn.
Why was that the first thing you said?
I wonder what monster feathers they would put into like a good down pillow.
Why do they have to be monsters?
Yeah, the terrifying monster known as the chicken.
The chicken.
Hey, those things can be bloodthirsty.
Is there a story behind that?
You can tell it on the way home.
I mean, I've never really seen a chicken, so I've only heard about Feywild chickens.
Kurze's never seen a chicken.
Oh my.
Feywild
I mean-
chickens are bloodthirsty, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's very questionable why you guys eat chicken here, but whatever. But if you run into a Feywild vulture, run the fuck away.
I mean, if you could eat a Feywild chicken, would you though?
I mean, they're delicious. Don't get me wrong, but it takes maybe 2 to 3 of us to take it down.
It's a delicacy.
I don't know anything about the Feywild, but the way you're describing it sounds more like a griffin than a chicken. I haven't met too many bloodthirsty chickens in my time.
Maybe they were just babies.
Maybe I guess Feywild chickens are similar to your guys' griffins, I guess.
Oh, yeah, maybe
I
it's
haven't
like
seen a
same
griffin
thing, different
either, but-
name.
Imagine riding a chicken into
Griffin.
battle.
Bay chicken.
And whoa,
We have one story
Right off
for you.
topic here.
Guess we're just starting walking at this point.
Yeah.
We had these important
You guys are
conversations
starting to
for the
head out
road.
of the dungeon.
I think we're done here.
Okay, yeah. You guys make your way out of the dungeon. You guys can go to the Emerald Peninsula map.
Wow.
Just keep talking about chickens and griffins and eating and food and
Oh my.
Beds.
all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's about 2 days, it looks like, to Rest Haven. If you're gonna go to the guild, that would take a little longer. You guys gonna go to Rest Haven, or are you gonna go straight back to the guild?
We're going to Rest
So
Haven.
we're at that little tree between that and Narngor? Is that about
You
right?
are here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Wah, 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 wah.
I thought we went 2 days to go back to the guild hall. I think that's what we did. But
Yeah, I thought this was just a day's travel.
I mean, if it's different now, that's fine. You wanna?
Yeah, it is. It is, but yeah, I thought that's what it was.
Oh, yeah. That is a day and a quarter. Wait, we don't have horses.
Yeah, I'm not really
No,
sure
that's
what
2
happened
days.
because. Oh, maybe my scale on the big map was wrong? Or maybe my scale on the small maps. Hold on, let me.
I mean, Rest Haven to the guild hall is. How the fuck are you walking to take? It's 6 days, maybe? And that's
Rest
no,
Haven
that's
to the
not.
Guild Hall, it definitely didn't take that long.
I
Right.
feel like that's way less than
Okay, so
that.
that's about, what was that, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 10 miles. Oh, I see why. Because I'm fucking retarded.
No.
One way to put it.
No.
Fair.
Holy crap!
In the past or present?
Yes.
Yeah.
Present.
Okay.
I scaled my scale. I did 50 miles per thing. The scale is 50 miles. So each thing is 10 miles. So yeah. Oh, look at that! It's a half a day. Whoa!
Yeah, there we go.
Dude, that's crazy. Wow.
I was like, I
Crazy.
swear it wasn't 2 days.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, and to get the guild hall is like
Time to tip the scales.
a day and a half, 2 days, a day and a half. Yeah.
Oh my
That
god,
sounds
Toby.
more correct.
Oh my gosh.
That explains it.
Man,
Okay,
that's okay. We all fuck up sometimes.
it's all right. I went to start measuring my world map one, and I broke it up into chunks, and then divided it by the total. And I was like, all right, they're each 10. I was like, oh, I see what I did.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now the scale's accurate.
Is it day or
Yeah,
night?
and the scale for measuring distance on not on the world map, but on the peninsula map is accurate. So yeah. Sorry, I don't remember what the conversation was before that.
We're going to rest.
Also, DM,
Hey.
how do you spell the town that they were that Maria is from?
Oh yeah. Really, it is the butt crack of night right now.
Oh.
Oh, no sun yet.
Sun wasn't invented yet.
Yeah. Hopefully soon.
Is
There?
yeah, it's like I must be a session behind on that calendar.
I think this might be session 12.
I agree. Erich is convinced it's 13, and
The
Brendan and
party
Matt.
note says 13.
Yep.
I don't
So
think
we,
it
like,
is. I think you're wrong,
The session
actually.
is somewhere in the party notes, but
All of them are
Because-
baited also, so
Yeah.
I don't know how it would be wrong.
How many videos do you have, either?
Well, I think this is the 12th video. I don't have all of them. I might have missed one.
You have session 8, right?
I have 8, 9, and then 2 that I haven't labeled yet because I don't know what numbers they are.
It says 528 session 1, 529 session 2, 618 in session 3, 625 session 4, 716 session 5, 723 session 6, 730 session 7, 814 session 8, 912 session 9, 919 session 10, 925 session 11, 10-9 session 12, 10-16 session 13.
A lot of those are like 7-ish days apart too.
What was session 9 dated?
September
9/12,
And what was session 10 dated?
9/19.
9/19.
19?
19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, fucking my computer's retarded because it says that this video is created on the 15th, but it was modified on the 13th. So I don't know how that works. What was session 7 dated?
July 30th.
And you said 9 was the 12th?
Yeah,
September.
September, yeah.
What are your 2 unnamed videos dated, Ethan?
The 25th and the 9th. They're the last 2. I just don't.
So we'll have to see. Yeah, maybe
I mean,
Ethan lost session 10.
We can look through. I mean, I have the session on the 19th. I have that one.
Oh.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What number video is that?
9.
No,
Oh.
19th is 10.
Okay, so Ethan probably mislabeled his video. When that
I
video,
mean, I
what's
did
the
just
first
label
frame?
it. I mean,
Like, where are you guys?
I don't know. I'm not going to open it right now because we're in the middle of a
Okay.
session.
Session 10
Figure
is
it out
when we
later.
learned about the Mistress of Lies for the
Yeah,
first time.
I-
So I think that's
so I
right
think-
before we fought Bailey.
Your session 9, Ethan, is actually session 10.
Did we group any of the sessions together video-wise?
No, because my session 9 is dated the 12th.
Did you record session 9?
I did.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I just named it wrong. I wasn't sure if I
Ethan's
did or
been
not. So I
gaslighting me this whole fucking time. No.
Gaslighting isn't real.
Well, it's the 9th one that I have, and I thought I recorded all of them since. So, okay. I mean, we can sort of that later.
Yeah. So it's early in the night, and by that I mean it's early in the morning, and by that I mean it's like 3 a.m. or some shit. It's dark.
Should we go back down and sleep until
Are we
it's
tired? Because it hasn't been that long since we actually long rested, though.
Doesn't
I
matter, let's
mean,
sleep for
you've
8
been
hours.
fighting quite a bit,
Yeah,
but
I've used 2 spell
yeah, it's
slots.
not
It's
been.
crazy.
You guys long rested.
right after
We were long
we
rested,
fought
like
Bailey.
timeline-wise, like night to night.
I believe so. Yes.
I mean, we can just go back
So
and
your sleep
through the
schedule's all
night,
sorts
that's
of
okay.
fucked up,
Yeah.
basically.
Do we have to roll
Adventurers
for how much that
don't
messes
have-
us up?
Yeah, I have to roll for how many days your sleep schedule is going to be fucked.
What is that, a D6?
Basically, you have to choose between sleeping extra now or going not sleeping for a while compared to last time.
So let's just sleep 8 hours now.
Yeah. I feel like we also run more risk of running into stuff at night. Which I don't know if we want to do that or not.
Well, it's very early morning, so we wouldn't sleep 8 hours necessarily. We just
We
sleep
take a
until
short
dawn.
rest and sleep for like 4 hours.
Do whatever the fuck you want. You're in charge.
Can we turn the sun?
You cannot do that.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
Damn.
You never let us have any fun.
Or you could just not sleep.
That's right.
Yeah, we could just suffer.
We could just walk to the town.
That
in
is
the
an option.
dark. Oh wait, actually, can we not walk to the town in the dark? I don't have night vision. Or
No, you
whatever
do.
the heck you got. Oh yeah, that's right. You gifted me that.
And it's not going to last the whole night.
It's not gonna last the entire night, but for a good amount of it, you will have a
Yeah,
A bit
just
of
the
dark
time
vision.
when I need it.
Well,
It's
it's
kind of
just
scary
a
to
sec.
Oh,
lose
man.
dark vision.
It's okay.
Just in the middle of the night, just everything just
Oh.
creeps in.
No. Wait.
Yeah, just imagining that it doesn't go away all at once. It sort of just
Can you
fades
guys-
fades out.
See the map of the Elrya Peninsula?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Interesting. No, I can. I just realized nobody has any tokens on it.
No.
Oh,
Huh.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
you're right.
We just need to get like a party token.
That's strange. No, I feel like that just never works. Where if you're not
No, yeah,
a
it's just
token, you
not
can't see
working
it.
before.
Hmm.
Well, I am good with-
Is it because global illumination is on?
Yay!
that maybe?
I feel like that's
but
still been the case
not
where you have to have a
worked
token
for-
though.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, where did the cat go?
Mhm.
It's
Oh,
there.
there he is. There he is. Kitty cat.
We were hiding here somewhere. We gotta find us.
Nonsense.
Well, if we can figure out how to do that,
Wait.
that'd be really nice.
Do what?
Have it show everything without tokens.
I mean, it is right now, isn't it?
I know. If we can figure out how it's doing that, so we can do it in other places, that would be nice.
More maps.
Anyways, maybe we can just take a rest here. To get out of the
Yeah,
rest
I'm
Yeah.
good with that.
Mhm.
That way we can have one more sleep at the Kobold's place. We can go to Rest Haven, not actually rest in the beds, and then leave Rest Haven.
Oh, I have token vision unclicked.
Mm.
Cool.
Alright, team. Back to the
Specifically
Kobolds.
for this map.
If we
can do
don't
that.
rest in Rest Haven, is it hurting the town's brand?
Mm. Don't
Maybe.
let them know. They'll send the guards
that.
after you.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
kobolds are cooler anyway.
True. Plus, what? Even if they send the guards after us, you saw those guards. They didn't
I
even
bet you
know-
still remember that.
The guards will put you to sleep.
Oh, for real. Yeah, maybe that's why they were deployed there. It's like the
All right, you
police
guys
for
make your
guards.
way back down into the dungeon to the kobolds, to your room. They were setting up. They were gonna get the room ready for themselves again, but they see you and they clear their stuff out. It's been like 5 minutes.
They're just like,
Yeah. God damn, we have to deal with these guys for another
the
night.
Meep was
fuck?
like, "You're back forever! Yay!"
Yeah, right. They don't let you leave now.
Next destination, the Underdark.
Yeah.
Well, before I stop being here, I do want to talk with us and our group on next steps, what we want to do next, what our interests are, what our motivations were for doing this dungeon, and to kind of have like a debrief kind of thing to sort out everything all at once. So, before we go to sleep and I stop being me,
I want to learn about you.
I want to learn about you. So, let's
debrief.
start with the mystery man. Lorn, what did you think about this dungeon? What were your motivations for coming here?
Go back to me.
Okay.
Gotta
Good
say,
start.
Debrief is pretty good.
Kurze, maybe you're the most likely one to actually say it first.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say debrief is a pretty tactical idea. I see where Elysia gets her stuff from.
Nope, I just like to know everything.
Well, me and Seraphine came here because we were contracted by Maria's mom, a mayor over in
Million.
Melian. Yeah, Melian.
Million.
We accepted because.
And when you say that, Maria looks at you and goes, "What? Oh, really?"
What? Like, you didn't think your mom cared about you?
I did. I just didn't realize that she sent you. That's cool.
Check up with your mother.
Can I make an insight check to see whether I should feel insulted or not?
I guess.
I feel like
that
she could
look
do a lot
still
better than
happening
you.
I'm like, check up with your mother.
Call your mom.
Okay, that's
You
a
know, people out
13.
there.
Matt, your emotions are your emotions. You don't need to ask me how you feel, okay?
You know, he has a point.
Fair
I think you just
enough.
wanted to know if tone of voice was like.
Yeah. Is it disbelief?
With a 13, it was a pretty, it sounded like a pretty innocent, genuine, like, she just didn't know that, and now she does.
Okay. Oh yeah. You know,
You're so skeptical of every single thing that you don't trust anybody.
no. Where's the tattoo? No.
What led you to accepting this quest specifically? Was it the ability to
Yeah,
help people?
how'd you meet my mom?
Or that's not.
Kurze just kind of cocks his head off to the side and is just like, because it was the right thing to do.
Alessa smiles. Good
Marie
answer.
responds
But seriously,
saying,
how'd you meet my mom?
what the?
Are you having relations with my mother?
God.
We
She
didn't
seemed
want you to hear
distressed.
about this way.
No.
She seemed distressed as soon as she was talking about your party leaving and not hearing from you for a long period of time.
Yeah,
Immediately
but why
so.
were you talking to the mayor?
Oh right, we were dealing with the goblins were dealing with us. We beat off the goblins. That's what happened.
Okay.
She
Alright,
looks even
there
more
we go.
confused.
We
Wait,
beat off the goblin.
You beat the goblins?
No, we beat
Well,
off
with
the
the
goblins.
help of hold on, let me look in our chat. His
I'm sorry,
name-
you didn't work
Wording
the
is
goblin?
very important.
Beat off the goblins.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Doc. I
legitimately-
don't know.
name.
You know,
With
I
one of
made
the
that one thing.
rangers.
Yeah,
hold
there's a
on,
big
I'm trying
wolf
to
guy.
think.
Yeah.
There's a giant wolf guy.
Darren.
Darren.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the guy that I met, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, Darren and you you got rid of the goblins?
I mean, they seem to be I don't know if we get rid of them or did we just like curb them?
I think we scared
You
them.
managed to not die.
Yeah, I'm
You
like,
barely escaped as
at
they
best
chased
it would
you
be
away.
scare. I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's more accurate to say the goblins fought us than we fought the goblins.
Oh, I was gonna say the whole reason that I'm here is so that we can get stronger and defeat those goblins. If you had got rid of them already, then that would change everything.
Yeah. Imagine our surprise to come here and find more goblins.
Yeah, us too. Seriously.
goblins suck.
She spits
There's
as
like-
well.
There's like a goblin corpse just like 10 feet away that we.
Yeah. Why were you guys fighting the goblins?
Traveling through the area we didn't know.
It looks like a good challenge.
Mm.
It's a word for it.
Yeah, that's.
There's a lot of them.
We
For
noticed.
those of you who don't know, it's like it's an encampment of goblins, like their own little town.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I found out.
Like
the whole
imagine
thing.
all the goblins that were here and like multiply that by like 5 in one spot.
It was little green goops. I hate the living shit out of them.
Oh
God.
wait, we did find. It was on the job board. Yeah. Right.
What was on it?
The job board was to rid the area of goblin raiders.
Oh yes, at home, yeah. The job was posted, but we don't really expect anybody to take it. Everybody kind of knows about them, but I mean, fuck, even Darren can't get rid of them, so that's why we left, to find somebody who could.
They should really put like a ranking system for job board quests.
Yeah, they should.
It's like a amount of money that you got from it that seemed like too good to be true, and you guys kind of thought about getting that and getting a bunch of money, or is it just like, oh, that's a normal amount of money, and then it turned out that there was a town of goblins waiting for you?
Well, I mean, I look over to Seraphine, is like, as far as gauging how much money a quest is worth, we were a little lacking in experience.
We assumed that
Mm.
goblins would be an easy thing. Goes in there, they're little pieces of shits.
I mean, that's true still, though. But yeah, once you know, Beastman Darren came in there, we were able to mostly make our way out. Did we get seriously hurt? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Must be the concussion.
Yeah.
Oh.
No wonder I can't remember taking the job posting. Yeah.
Sorry, Elysia, I didn't mean to hijack your debriefing. I just am surprised at where this came from.
Yeah, no worries. It's great for me. I got the quest from Darren too. Just not by almost dying.
Oh boy. Well, but yeah, it's a reason we did this one because it kind of felt like the natural progression. You know, first you gotta have something to humble you, and then you have to go on another quest where you actually do well.
And we did well.
Overall.
All right. Well, thanks for explaining your side. Let's move on to Vols.
Oh,
Some money?
well,
Oh, that's
Names.
kind of shallow. Money to build a ship to pursue your dreams.
well, yeah, that's the main reason, but you know, I'm still pretty fresh blood out here, and I just been traveling around the area for a few months at this point, and feel like I've gotten a good handle on things, and well, I saw this posting for this job in one of the nearby cities, and it looked interesting, so wanted to test myself a little bit. And well, surprise, surprise, I found you, gesturing to Elysia. Well, you as in Carter, but yeah. But yes, the main intention, at least for leaving home, as I've explained before, was to rack up funds to start building that boat I've always talked about. But having met you all, I'm partial to stick around, I feel like. I think we've proven that we make a pretty good team. And traveling with companions is always better than traveling alone.
Plus, the bigger potential to make money means the bigger your boat can be.
This is also true. And having run into Carter again, and I guess now understanding a little bit of just what you are and your circumstances, I feel partial to helping you.
Ah. Thanks.
Of course. That's what friends are for.
Just kind of like space off after you say that real quick. Snap back. V, what about you?
Oh, I was gonna continue off that anyway, since I was an adventurer down at the Black Sands before, an adventure of sorts. I thought that coming here, starting in a new opportunity, and seeing what I could find here, I thought that after coming across you guys, a couple fresh bloods as I found going through here, I wanted to try and see if I could pass on some adventuring knowledge that I've gained at the Black Sands to you guys, but I know it hasn't exactly been the solid most of doing it, but I feel like each one of you I've seen the potential of how worthy you are in the team, your strengths and weaknesses, and how you cover for each other. But as for, well, this mission specifically, I met Donegal's uncle and father, who...
He looks at you.
I've already told you this. Well,
Oh
not
yeah,
all
you did.
of it.
Yeah.
Not all of it, but I have mentioned that they are also craftsmen and salesmen as well, and that is a profession I want to also kind of tap into while being here. And his uncle was one of the first friends that I made when I arrived here, and he told me that his okay, so uncle goes down to was that nephew?
Yep.
Sounds right, nephew. His nephew meant a lot to him, as well as his brother. So we struck a deal, and I made it my mission to bring Donegal back safely. And it was nice to see that I was able to do that.
Great.
As Vols mentioned before, that I feel like I've kind of ran into a bit of bad luck compared to back in my hometown, but at least some good luck was finding you guys, and even though I, once again, haven't exactly been at my best performance before, I think at least you guys have covered for my weaknesses in terms of your strength, crafting of solutions, and, I mean, even be able to take the force of doors opening the wrong way. So I
Some
feel
more than others.
I feel like kind of like the other group has said, we've already made a bit of a strong team together. I'm just excited to see what else you can do, especially you. As V points over specifically at Elysia. I want to see if you can become an adventurer like the others that are inside your mind as well, or perhaps what value you'll bring.
Okay, well now I feel very around the spot and pressured, but that's okay.
Well, why don't you take over and maybe tell us why you've joined this quest, or why Elysia was the one to post it, if you know.
Well, Carter was the one who actually joined the guild and accepted the quest, because, obviously, it's a quest, and that's enough for him. But, I mean, all of us have...
Vols not in agreement.
All of us have reasons to want to do this, you know. I am excited to help these lost adventurers out, rescue them, and get to know the place. Elysia is excited to have support in adventuring so that she can work on understanding the ways of the world and track down her goals in charting out some dungeons. Halcyon's interested in the tree and the fruit and what can be done with the seed and all of that, and just the nature of the way that the dungeon is, and of course in meeting all of you, it seems. So we all have our various reasons. Obviously Zayda just wants to kill, and that's all the reasons she needs, but mostly I want to be in a group so that I don't have to live my life in fear and confusion. I have people who can back me up no matter who or what I am, and I'm tired of being alone. It's been a while since I've had friends, and it's been a while since I've had friends that didn't backfire in some way.
Vols will put a hand on your shoulder. You can count on us.
Thank you. Alright, Lorn, you ready?
To be honest, I didn't have much of a reason for choosing this mission. The mission itself was of little interest to me. The tree seemed intriguing, and I needed people. Because I'm looking for the only person in this world who ever gave a damn about me.
He's gonna point over to Vols.
I'd say we give a damn about you. You've been a big help throughout this entire dungeon, so I know certainly I do.
You think whatever that Shar cultist said served as a decent enough lead? Or did you think it was unrelated to the person you're looking for?
I think it could be, but it could also not be. Honestly, I don't know, but I can't risk it being her and not going.
What leads do you have about this person?
Exactly what we learned here.
Well, your power has been very useful. And I'd say having a group that is experienced with the information of what these star cultists are doing probably would work towards pursuing that lead a lot better than if you were to find anyone else.
Very true.
Plus, I don't know. I'm somewhat intrigued by this whole tree business that they were dealing with, or this ritual that they're preparing for next solstice. Or summer solstice. I don't know what time of the year it is. what time of the year is it?
I think it's the 4th month right now.
Okay, so yeah, it should be the next solstice then.
The solstice is in a little under 2 months.
Yeah, a little under 2 months.
Makes sense.
Well, maybe that's our next step.
We could start looking into that.
If we're interested in learning more about it, we can spend these next 2 months maybe doing some research.
Well, I mean, we could probably take some other jobs. We don't have to go between, some big stuff. over and over. I mean,
Yeah, I think dungeon to dungeon might be a little bit much for me.
honestly, I think I'm gonna I'm gonna have a heart attack if we end up having adventures like this one every time.
Same.
Well, it's certainly a goal to work towards.
Definitely.
Yeah, maybe we could figure out from the guild if there's some area that would be rich in that information. We could start working some quests around there, build up a little bit of reputation. That way, when we start asking around, we'll get a little bit more than someone who's just passing by.
Remind me what the information you're talking about is.
I'm just
Cult
kind of talking out of
stuff.
my ass of just like figuring out like, oh, if the guild knows that there's someplace that would have the most chance of gathering information about these shark cultists, then we would probably head to that area and then do questing, miscellaneous quests around that area. Maybe go on. Maybe based on whatever happens, we'll do that. Follow those quest lines if they're interesting in themselves. All towards the goal of possibly finding something that would further towards that end.
I guess to specifically narrow down on it, it's because of Lorn, and he finally mentioned something about getting information, looking for someone. So, and the cultist is the lead. So we're like, well, as for stuff that we can do, can look to help you find this person you're looking for. That's not Vols, his best friend.
Would you say that? Would you say that the guild would have a pretty decent, like, I don't know, information, like, connection system for, like, knowing enough about the Emerald Coast?
That'd be for a question for someone who's at the Emerald Coast, because I know nothing about this guild, and also part of the reason I didn't join it straight away.
Vols, what's the reputation of this guild? Very local, or is it more widespread?
Well, I can't say for outside of the Emerald Coast, but as far as I know, they're fairly well known around the region. I mean, I picked up their quest in one of the surrounding cities, so at least they have that far of a reach. But
I picked up the
yeah,
quest
like
in
I
Lorn,
said,
so they're at least over there.
so with that knowledge, I would assume that they are pretty well known,
Yeah.
and thus would probably have a good information system.
You would recall that when those of you who got memberships, they mentioned that, it gets you free housing at any of their locations, which are global.
Okay. Well, then they should be pretty good. Would you say it's more akin to, like, how many guilds like this are, like, publicly known? Is this
Make a history check.
okay? 13.
13.
That's the second time you got a 13.
You haven't heard of any other global guilds.
This one must be unlike any other, then. It's a good thing we got a membership.
Wow.
Well, I guess that settles it. I think we know what we're doing next.
All right. Well, if it's time, Well, we're resting here first, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should ask, like, I know they said that they were kind of doing similarly, the other group, just kind of like going around and picking up odd jobs and whatnot, and kind of doing that going forward. But could we ask them, like, would they have any interest in also pursuing like this information grab on the Shar cultists?
I suppose it depends on what you mean by that.
I guess
Maria will say.
I guess with the circumstances that you've been put through, I feel like you would be curious to know as well what actually they're intending to do and how you guys got targeted for, well, becoming sacrifices.
They could also just be trying
Yeah.
to repress this, though.
I mean, I don't feel especially like we were targeted.
Well, you not
We kind of just
like,
walked into
bad
it,
choice
you
of
know?
words, but just how you kind of.
But yeah, I mean, definitely curious we're definitely curious. Erky will speak up and say it would definitely be. I would be certainly interested in knowing more about specifics about the cultists, but my family is aware of their presence on the peninsula. We don't know what their location necessarily. That was, maybe one of the potential things that I was hoping to kind of get out of coming here.
I see.
But
Well, I guess
we're pretty sure that they don't reside in the populated areas of the Emerald Coast. We think they have some place that they stay more in, we don't think it's super deep in the peninsula, but, in the more wilds area, at least above the final cliff's edge. Yeah.
Okay. So, but one of you at least has reason to maybe learn more about them. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
But I guess going forward, maybe, should we running into each other again, we can exchange what we know.
Sure, yeah, certainly. If I hear anything, I see you. Definitely be sure to flag you down and let you know.
If only I had some sort of paper that I could just pull apart and write across really far distances. Man, that would be great.
That seems a little unrealistic.
I'll try to maybe make something like that, but who knows.
Oh, guess we should have asked this first. Oh, Lorn, how public should we be about with this info that we're looking for that person? Should we keep it pretty close to our chest, or do you think it should be fine to kind of just casually ask around?
I mean, how safe do you think it is to just openly talk about cultists?
I mean, I feel like that's something people talk about.
A little bit of a facepalm from me.
I mean, this place is, covered with adventurers, so I imagine that, cultists kidnapping people is probably something that's happened.
As a person who has lived here, I don't think cultists come up very commonly in conversation.
Yeah.
But To answer your question, Kurze, I feel while we don't necessarily have to be out in the open with who we're talking to, maybe just be a bit more picky choosy on who we bring this up with.
Like Lorn.
What?
True.
He meant picky choosy, like how Lorn has been picky choosy, not picky
Yeah.
choosy as in picking and Lorn just talk about it.
But he
Hey,
already
how did
knows
everyone
about
else-
it.
Say, how did everyone else in the group get that?
Immediately where the confusion lies.
That's fair. Besides, there's plenty of other things to talk about with strangers.
Like nothing.
Yeah, like cultists.
Like barrels in a river.
Yeah.
On that note, is there anything else that anybody wants to talk about before you go to bed?
Seraphine, you've talked about your motivations, right? Or are you just following
I would like to remind you, V, that you had an enlightened moment last session where you
We did
Well,
have a very enlightening, confusing moment. I mean, it felt so honest, but also
Yeah.
such like a
so real and
Such
honest.
a
It's like you
dream-like
came to a epiphany.
yeah, and it's almost as if like it's kind of dawning on me right now. And I'm like, huh, that's weird. Like there's some like gears turning, but they're turning.
Not fast,
So-
but they're turning.
Attached to who?
Yeah.
Who? Yeah, Kurze, yeah.
Kurtz, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You follow him around?
I protect him.
And I protect her.
The goal is to become stronger. It's as simple as that.
Kind of like Vols, but even simpler than like Lorn's, and just a straightforward arrow. There you go. He's gonna turn over to Elysia, kind of nod. There we go.
I'm glad we're on the same page. I'm excited to keep working with you all.
Even if you might not be here tomorrow, we look forward to whenever you pop up again.
And I know they'll be excited to work with you too.
What's
Listen,
that supposed to
that
mean?
only works for Ethan's character. Saying that to anyone else is like, oh man, whoa, be careful on the third watch. But just like, oh, you know, maybe it'll be different, maybe it won't. You know, like it's the only works with them. So, as long as they understand, that's fine.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It is pretty ominous to say to someone, I hope you're here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost as ominous as good luck on the third watch.
Third watch.
Man, I sure hope you're still here tomorrow.
Exactly.
Wink, wink.
Well, should we figure out?
All right. Is there anything else anybody talks about before bed?
Nope.
Hey, you all get a good half night's rest. Are you gonna sleep for a full 8 hours, or you just kind of sleep until the morning?
Oh, DM, can I do something in the night?
Sure. First, answer my question.
I think it's the 4 hours because we're just
Whenever the morning is.
doing it for
Sure.
for morning, not so much
Okay.
like spells and stuff. So
Sleep until like 10 o'clock. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right. What's up, Kurze?
I'm going to kind of wake up in the middle of the night and kind of think, I'm gonna go down into the dungeon, and I'm gonna go
Okay.
over to the tree and see if I can find seeds.
Let's go.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an Well, it depends on what. Describe to me what you're doing to try and find seeds.
Well, I still have speak with plants prepared, so I could
Okay.
ask the tree. That would be something that the tree might know.
Right.
And if not, I'll just kind of try to find anything that looks like it belongs to the same kind of species or type of something that would look like it would belong from this tree.
Where are you looking, and like how are you searching? Are you just kind of walking around, like with your hands on your back with the torch in your hand? Are you like scrounging around the dirt? Are you picking branches
around.
and bushes?
I'd say first I'll try the bushes. If I can't find anything, I'll try the dirt. I probably don't have the height or athleticism to check the branches.
But you have the
Okay,
eyesight.
you can make an investigation check or a nature check, maybe.
Yeah.
Nature check might be a little higher DC, but
I will talk to the tree beforehand, though, to see if
sure.
they'd be able to point me in the right direction.
Okay, so you talk to the tree. What do you ask it?
Have you had any seedlings or in the past?
Yes.
Do you know where they would be? Can you, with your roots, can you sense any of them nearby or no? Do you have any awareness of that?
Not near me.
Okay, gotcha. Is there a breeze in this room at all?
Very slight, yes.
Do your seedlings tend to move quite far away from you when they are detached?
Yes, people carry them.
All right. I'll come back to it and I'll start searching with that info away from the tree quite a bit. I'll check my own clothing to see if there's any burrs or kind of thing that might.
Sure, go ahead and make a nature investigation check.
Yeah, I'll go ahead with nature. Oh God, why? I'll use my inspiration. Ooh, 26.
26. You're looking around. You think if there was a seedling in this room, the tree would be able to feel it with its roots. And you go back and you kind of look up at the branches, and there appears to be what might be like those little seed pods that like fly down like the little helicopters.
Yep.
Like you see a couple of them on its branches.
Okay. Do I feel like if I use Thorn Whip to get them, that it would destroy them?
Probably.
Okay.
I would recommend maybe just finish reading the Speak with Plants spell. I don't know how thoroughly read the spell.
Great tree, would you be okay with parting with one of your seedlings?
Make a nature check, but instead of adding your intelligence, add your charisma.
I
This count as a
see if it
charisma check
adjusts the
for the
DC. I'll keep
purposes of...
saying. I would do my best to find a good place for it to grow into a healthy and strong tree.
Mm-hmm. And yes, Ethan, Matt, you can add your +1 from your special boon to it.
Okay. Okay, so...
So just subtract intelligence, add charisma, +1.
Okay. Alright. Which is just a +1. Okay. Right, come on. That is 15.
I suppose. And one of his branches kind of just wiggles, and then boop, starts to flutter down.
Alright. I appreciate that, Hazel. Okay. Have a good night, and who knows? Probably won't see you in many cycles, but so if I don't see you, then I hope your branches and leaves continue to grow bountifully.
I like
And
this
I'll
tree.
go.
Didn't even ask it what the most important thing was. Crazy.
And as it leaves, it starts going. What a fool.
No.
All right. Well, you all wake up the next morning, right early, 10 a.m., ready to go. And yeah, the world is yours. You can exist again.
We can go to town.
Man, of
Literally.
course I come back after the dungeon's done.
Who do we see?
Hey, Carter.
That's not Elysia, that's Carter.
Good to see you again, buddy.
Good to see you too, man. Great
You
work at
watched
the
the whole
dungeon.
thing?
It's been fun to watch you all work.
Mm.
Wish I could have hopped in there, but that's okay.
It's alright. We
Go
managed.
get your chance. We met Elysia. What? Elysia says that they're not too helpful in a dungeon, but I disagree. They've got potential.
I've seen it firsthand after all.
I'll make an adventure out of her yet. If anything, by just putting her in these situations.
Well, I suppose trial by fire is an option.
That's all I can really do. Jump in there, get hurt enough where she comes in. There you go.
Well, I guess I'll have to do my best to cool things off. If things get too hot in these dungeons, then that way she doesn't have to burn. He goes over. I use a lot of frost spells.
Okay.
He's
It was
packing
a
few
failed
things up.
attempt at a pun.
Starts packing things up.
V's just like, I'm gonna see myself out.
Exactly. It's a new day.
It is indeed a new day.
Also, Carter, do you have any other ideas as far as certain things
give me
you
one
want to
second.
do? Oh,
No, just keep going. Just keep.
Yeah,
I'm gonna step away for a minute.
or is it just or does it or do your thoughts kind of align with Alessa's?
Well, I just love adventuring, and getting to meet the people and accomplishing heroic feats. I simply look forward to fulfilling the goddess of adventure's will.
Oh,
Mostly by just coincidence that we all want the same thing. But hey, I'm happy to do it. And wouldn't be a bad thing if I were able to raise enough money to have a ship again.
Again.
Speaking of which, what happened to your crew?
Well,
Did I ask this already?
that's a great question. One that I'm still pretty salty about. A couple years ago, when I stopped being me and became Elysia full time, it was pretty poor timing, as I was in the middle of steering the boat, and Elysia does not know how to drive a boat. So, unfortunately, the Wave Slayer is no more.
Oh.
So, getting a new one would not be opposed. Although, I think I found something else that I want to do a little bit more right now than actual sailing, and that's adventuring. There's a difference. Distinct, important difference.
One doesn't require a boat. That's the difference.
goddess of adventuring? How have I only just heard this now?
Is she actually the goddess of adventure?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she is. Did you say that out loud?
Yeah, I did.
Avandra.
Avandra. Oh, okay. Let's see. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, are you buddies with Avandra?
Well, my old crew followed her pretty closely in her goals and missions. I'm a paladin, so I'm sworn to her. Buddies is what I'd like to call it. I'll say that.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm a paladin. But I'd like to still think I'm buddies with a good old Moonweaver.
Yeah,
She
glad to hear it. I
helped
mean,
me out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
you don't need to be specifically with an oath to be sworn and connected with a god or goddess. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't call mine and Paylor's relationship being buddies necessarily, but I am fond of my god, I would say.
V's just gonna like nudge Seraphine and be like, "Do you know all this stuff they're talking about?"
Hey. Gods are not a familiar subject to me. I know of them, but I don't know much about them.
V's gonna
I don't know
kinda,
what
like,
the heck they
nod
even
and-
do. And they look at all of us. We don't either.
You know. V's gonna nod and be like, "Yeah, I kind of like putting my faith in myself and getting my things there, but
Oh well, you just have
Might
to
be
See
seen
how
know.
as
that
our
works out
speed.
for you.
oh, good thing we're underground right now. Still, whew, that is that's intense.
Oh well, good
So
old
V isn't
Moonweaver
saying
doesn't.
this like out loud. I want to,
Yeah.
make sure, not the rest of you guys. All right.
Well, Moonriver isn't the most talkative either, but she finds very subtle ways to talk to me. It's few and far between, but it's very subtle. Usually, it's just kind of a, keep up the good work. Other times, it's maybe a bit more colder, chill to the reflection that might suggest that maybe the shrine needs a bit more polishing.
Well, regardless of what it is, having faith in something is always nice, and it's what keeps us going.
Sure. I don't know. Really sure about kind of gods in general. In the stories, they're very wishy-washy. Sometimes they're just like, oh, gods walk among the people and are just like humans. Or humanoids. And other times, they'll be just talk like stories where just they don't even mention gods. Kind of weird. Maybe that has something to do with the eras. I don't know.
Well, Carter, glad to have you back. And hey, maybe you can help me on my boat quest as a little side mission.
Of course. You know how excited I am to get you sailing.
Maybe when you're Elysia, we could take the chance to maybe take some seafaring lessons together, just in case that happens again.
I'm sure between the two of us, we could probably teach you some stuff.
I don't think she'd be that interested, but it's a good idea, yeah.
So that's a good question, though. Does that mean, Vols, you were his first mate?
Oh no, I wasn't on his crew, but I did get to drive his boat. We met in my hometown when I was a bit younger. He and his crew had stopped by one night, and we got to drinking, and one thing led to another, and next thing I know, we were out on the water and Bye, Yutaka.
Bye, Utaka.
Bye, Yutaka.
Bye. I didn't know
See you
you could-
guys. Have a good night.
Adios. Bye bye.
That's
See
what
you
we
in
do.
Saturday.
Yeah. I didn't know you could text in the voice channel.
Where did you
Yeah.
put that?
If you click
there's
on the
a-
voice channel, there's a speech icon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm using Discord on my phone. There's like a little comment,
Mm.
and it just brought me straight to the general chat there. So
Interesting.
Neat.
I was wondering why you guys hadn't typed in there.
They're a bunch of boomers. They didn't know.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, see you guys.
Dang, roasted.
See ya.
See ya.
The fuck,
See ya.
Dude, you're on fire tonight, man.
Wait, I actually don't know where that one came from. I'm sorry.
I don't know that you are, actually.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think you had any fire spells, but there you go.
Oh my gosh.
I completely lost my train of thought.
You were drinking, you were driving. Wait.
Right.
One
Yeah.
thing led to
Yeah.
another.
One thing led to another, and well, we found ourselves out on the open water, and well, before we knew it, we ran into a bit of a storm. Carter went overboard, and I still was trying to get over my fear of the ocean, and well, I had to do something, so I dove in.
Hey.
That's a trial by fire.
Mm-hmm.
Well, trial by water more like, but yeah.
Good one. Well, hopefully you won't have to do that too much. I don't know.
I sure hope not.
Oh, I'll probably go underwater at some point, but underwater more of a over my head sense. With whatever else.
I assume at this point you guys have begun walking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I was under the impression we've been walking.
Yeah, I assume you're walking and talking. Luna agrees.
Nah, whenever
yeah.
we talk, we all have to like stand on a stage in like the area we're in, wait until we're done talking, and then we all just start going.
Yeah.
That's how that works, don't you know?
Eh.
Was Elysia the only one with identify?
Not quite.
I think I'm the only one without identify.
I mean, is that a whole party
I'll ask
question?
around. Any of you guys know how to use? Which one do you guys know how to use identify? I'm a bit tough at tracking spells because I know each night I can just kind of get what I need.
Oh yeah, you too, huh?
Ah, well, oh, do you happen to have access to Identify V?
I do.
Oh, could you try using it on this seedling here?
Oh, you managed to get a seedling from somewhere. Well, that's a seedling if you know. Why do you need identify for that?
I just have a feeling it might be special.
Yeah, I'm the only
And
one.
if it isn't magical, then it might just be a cool tree.
He's gonna look a little bit confused. So you picked the seedling off the road and think it's magical?
Oh no, this was from the tree in the dungeon.
If he's just gonna like, kind of like put her hand to her head. Well, lead with that next time. All right, yes, I will identify that.
All right.
Regular trees can be cool.
That's true. Regular trees can be cool. 10 minutes pass as Kurze is salty about V not thinking that trees are cool. And
How to insult a druid 101.
exactly. And yeah, you identify the seedling. It is magical. Identify requires being cast at certain levels to identify certain rarities of magic items, and this is an artifact. You do not learn what it does, but you do learn that it is an artifact.
Eat it.
Eat it.
I wouldn't eat it. I'd let you eat it. Kurze. But, V will calmly tell him the knowledge that we've learned about said sealing.
Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Oh. So wait, if you like cast this with like really powerful identify magic, you'll be able to figure out more?
Yep. I just wanted to get a bit of an intro with it as an introduction. Also because I don't have many chances to heighten my spells. I only have one spell spot left of 2nd level.
Well, it's always good to know that this thing's pretty interesting. Son.
Did that tree have any more to say to you after you got the sapling?
It's not very talkative. Though I did promise that I'd help this seedling grow somewhere, so, if I learn more about it, find out what conditions it grows best in, we might come across such a place in our journeys. Won't take much to just plop it in the ground, maybe give it a little fertilizer, and let nature take its course.
Speaking of journeys, I know we talked about our goals going forward, but did we actually decide where we're going next after the guild?
Well, I feel like the guild is going to give us a lot of information since they're, pretty well renowned. So we could probably get something from their information network on what would be a good place to go snooping around for those cultists.
And if not, then, I mean, potentially, I would like to return Donegold, or at least word of Donegold being safe and sound, back to his family. I did promise that I would do that, and there is an opportunity waiting for me there.
Where's his family from?
That port town, that's right there.
There's a
Actually,
name on
no,
there.
I think it was that. Is there a name?
Emirath. We're here.
Oh, it's that one. Okay, I'm just like going down. I'm like, no, that one's too big. That one's too small. Yeah, Amaroth. Okay.
Oh wait,
Well-
no. I think I can't remember. I think it is Emirath. I'll double check.
Yeah, okay. But it's one of the port towns. Smile.
It's either Emirath or it's this one.
Yeah.
I
Gotcha.
can't remember.
Because I was gonna say that waterfall looked familiar. What?
Might be that.
This opportunity, is it hard to come by?
Indeed, surrender was not a valid option.
Well, if we don't really find much at the guild, I wouldn't mind sticking around the city for a little bit.
True. Lots more to do there. As nice as the tavern is.
Yeah, and I feel like I just need to be amongst people. Being in a dungeon, while we had each other, it did feel a little empty at times.
Yeah, two parties together, totaling roughly around 12. Yeah, I can understand you wanting to be in a town of a bit more, or maybe a guild hall of around such.
Seraphine, do you think Sir Daniel's still there?
Might be.
We could ask around.
I love how your guys' cameras are lined up. It's just like shaking his head no, and it's like, well, might be. I love that. Hold on to hope.
Alright, well, let's get going even further.
Yeah. Half a day passes and you guys make it to Rest Haven.
Rest, let's go.
You guys can go to the Rest Haven map if you want.
We had a Rest Haven map.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Is this new?
Sort of. I had it before and I just didn't share it with you guys.
No, we saw it
okay.
briefly.
Nice.
Yeah, I showed it to some of you guys briefly.
Okay.
Right.
I have placed that you guys should be able to see names for the places that you've
Oh
been
my
before.
gosh.
Gotcha. Yeah, it didn't. That definitely doesn't look familiar to me. So.
Yeah, I didn't show it
This
to
is my
everybody.
first time seeing it.
But yeah, you guys stayed at the Crestlight last time, and this is the little town. The two pieces. That's the market you guys were in, and you make it back to the town, coming from the north, probably from this side here. And And remember you came in from here because it's actually probably what. Can I do this? Hold on, let's see.
Just gonna spin the image.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
I'm interested.
It doesn't appear as if that is something that I can do. But remember, what I can do actually though, so I can do this. I can make a little compass.
Oh yeah. Or if I just tilt my head for a while. Oh, actually, before we get to town, there's one thing that I wanted to do. And that was with you, Lorn. V's going to approach, be like, "Hey, Lorn. From what, what's his name? Not Kurze. That was a different one. Erich. From what Erich was talking about yesterday and how interested they are with the cultists, I thought of maybe suggesting looking into Erki's family and seeing what connection they might have with the cultist."
So Erky seemed very dissuaded from having anything to do with them.
Well, that's exactly my point. If they're opposed to the cultist, they might also have more leads and information. Either Erky himself or his family that is against them. Just something I kind of clued in on and thought I'd see if you noticed or thought about it.
No, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, that's just about it. Just kind of bring that up. Continuing with the walk as we approach town.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you guys make it back to town. I drew the little compass there. You guys remember which way is north?
Hey, dumbass, north's up.
No, that's the whole point of the compass. Is that it's not up.
Because it can't
The
rotate
picture-
the image.
The pictures
Oh, I know. That was the joke, though.
Okay.
Okay.
North is up.
Everyone knows north is up at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Not
South
like
is
up on the
down.
North
map,
is
just
wherever
straight
you're
up
facing,
Yeah,
right?
just
towards the
up.
sky.
Up. Yeah.
Wherever you're facing is north. When you look at a map, whatever's up is north.
Actually,
It's just-
wherever my cat's tail points is north.
Yeah, because
Oh, you right.
Yeah, because wherever the cat always faces south.
Hmm.
Yeah, see,
Southburg.
north is up, south is
Yeah.
down.
Hold on.
It's just science.
Can't wait for you
Very-
not to be able to rotate the cat.
Oh no.
Uh,
That would be
Alright,
criminal.
Wait, move the cat inside the compass and he can act as the compass needle.
definitely can
Oh my God.
move the cat. The question is how.
No.
Oh, wait.
It's happening.
Oh,
Otherwise,
The tail has to be
No,
pointing
tail
north?
north.
Okay.
cat always faces south.
180, 270. There you go.
Oh! That was a horizontal spinning cat.
There you go.
Okay, now that the cat's there, I know which way is north.
That's
Yeah.
good. Okay, well, that's important.
Good. Alright.
It's on the Rusthaven map?
What?
It's on the Rusthaven map?
Yeah.
You might just have to reload.
I think I have to reload because it looks like I'm the only one in the Rusthaven map.
That was me
It
earlier.
looks like you're the only one that's not on the rest of the map to me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. It's a good thing I'm not recording or anything.
Ah.
Oh, thank goodness.
I would never.
Well, you guys make it back to
Oh.
Rusthaven. What?
There's people in the Rusthaven map.
Whoa, crazy.
The cat's rotated.
The cat's rotated. That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we can properly tell which way is south.
It rotated, idiot.
All right. Well, what do you guys want to do in Resthaven? It is approximately, it's like 3 p.m. at this point. Mid-afternoon.
Well, we should spend some time divvying up the actual things that we got.
Yeah.
Seeing how much gold everyone gets. And what we can do with
I
materials.
calculated how much gold we obtained, and we obtained a total of 813.
Was that including the things that you can sell?
No, that was just gold itself.
Does that include the
Raw
stuff that we
gold.
paid?
Didn't we take that out?
I don't know.
swear
I
we
don't know
did.
how much you calculated.
I don't think...
I'm pretty sure we first didn't, and then after you said we didn't, we took it out.
That sounds like it's right.
Because we thought we did it first, and then at like the beginning of a session, we were listing it off, and you were like, "Yeah, you definitely didn't." And then I think we.
Well,
did-
you know, actually, hold on.
I mean,
we
it
can
still
find
looks
out.
like everything's in the loot that we've written. in
Yeah,
the
but
notes.
we just deleted stuff.
There's still, I don't know. I think there's still a lot of gold in here.
I mean, it is 813 gold total.
You... Mine
Well,
editor.
Joe has a catalog of everything in the dungeon.
Well, I
know.
do, but you didn't get all of it.
Right.
Oh.
We need like the quest complete screen, and it just shows like the gold made, the items, like all that stuff.
Let's
just kind of
let's
like
go to
popped up and
the
like,
loot
there you
from
go.
Hobgoblins and see if was there 200 gold.
Hold on.
Okay.
Excuse you.
So is there like a total gold count somewhere?
No, it's just counted stuff up individually.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the get rotated, idiot. Imagine how discombobulated that shark must be.
Okay. Well, so what were you gonna try and do, Ethan, to figure this out?
Just to see how much the loot from the Hobgoblins was. How much did we pay?
That's I don't remember, frankly.
Okay.
I think that's part of the reason why I think you didn't, because I'm pretty sure I never remembered which it was. But the loot from the Hobgoblins was fuck.
I can't believe
just
you've
went
done
to
this.
I just went to the wrong page. The loot from the Hobgoblins was
Just 200 gold. That's the only thing you care about.
yeah.
Okay. I don't think we've done that then. Which sucks, because now we have to figure out what that was.
Well, figure it out later.
Okay.
Unless you want me to do it now, but
I mean,
I would
you
say
can do it now, and then we can
double check.
just kind of work on sorting out the rest of the stuff that we got. And think about
Okay.
what we want to do with that.
Because
I'm gonna say, if I'm recalling correctly, I think it was like a total of 300-ish. Set aside 300. Best case scenario, get it back.
So I'm gonna go on a limb and say that that video is not uploaded.
No, so Ethan needs to send it to me
You have
so that
some.
I can watch it back.
I think it
Did you
was
I have
session-
one of them. I have at least the video where I said how much it would cost, but I do not have any. I don't think I have the video where we would find out if you actually paid it.
Because that
was session 9. That's
Yeah,
the
that
one
would
that
have been
you
session
have
9.
that I don't.
Yes, session 9 is the one where I told you how much it would cost.
Yeah, no, that's
that's
the
the
one
one
that we
that you
talked
know.
about. That's one we talked about at the beginning, where we were like, hey, we think we paid it last time and we didn't.
That's true. Actually,
So it should-
session
so it should
8
be
is where it turns out is where we learned how much it costs, and I don't have that one.
But
That
you
one's on the
went
drive.
back-
You know that.
I said, but you went
Oh,
back and I'm pretty sure we went back, listened to it at the beginning of session 9 to figure it out.
Wow.
Because that's
Don't
how
have
we
that.
that's how we originally learned.
Earbuds connected to my computer, so I will figure it out later. But set aside 300 gold for now.
All right, so
So we have
513
500.
gold.
Okay, so we have 500 gold, bunch of different jewels. Can anyone do anything with jewels?
Yes. That's why V usually like claims them, or I just add
Okay.
them to V's inventory.
I can do stuff with a diamond worth 500 gold pieces.
Oh, you too?
My thing's probably better.
Mine did a lot of damage last time.
You
I-
realize that doesn't consume the jewel, right, Toby?
Yes, it doesn't consume it. There are certain ones that do consume, like one of V's special, and it does say which the spell consumes. So I do know that for some of them.
The diamond's the one I gave you, right?
Yep, you gave me a diamond before, but I don't think it was enough. V
Okay.
does have a diamond specifically for cannon. Oh no, it was enough. Oh, thanks, Brendan. But yours also has a alchemy aspect, so I wouldn't use it for that.
I don't think we actually got one for Revivify, though. Not
Oh,
We haven't
yeah,
done
I was
anything
gonna
that-
say that's.
level.
And I think even those 2 onyx pieces, I think those are in V's inventory. But I didn't cross them out there.
Yeah, I mean, if you can actually use jewelry tools, then I can do more stuff with that, I think.
Mm.
So we got a bunch of different aspects.
So
Oh, I think I've used-
ceremonial dagger worth 125 gold.
Mm-hmm.
We got a long sword and shield and 74 gold from.
Pretty sure the longsword and shield were supposed to be one of the other people's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, because they were. Yeah, one of those people's equipment. And then also from that same section, we got 2 spell scrolls:
I think I took both of
entangle
those.
and protection from poison. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
never mind, I did not
Elysia
use
can use those to learn the spells. Not right now, obviously, but we'll be able to.
Alright, then with all the stuff from the jewels not claimed by V and not including the dragon statues because we don't. But 2 dragon statues of dragons and unspecified gems from the dragon horde.
Mm.
We have 230 gold worth of stuff to sell.
Nice.
Man.
So, roughly 743 in total, right? We sold all that stuff, that is?
Yes, that would be the total.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can kind of treat. If we want to sell the gems, we can just treat it as crafting supplies and make something out of jewelry's tools and get more out of it. If we want.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, here's a question. Toby, do you actually have the tools, or is it literally just for spell stuff / artificer stuff?
Spell stuff and / yeah, it's just how V is. V just likes
Yeah.
collecting the shinies, so
Okay, so you
Yeah,
don't
I was
actually
a-
have jewelry tools.
I
I do not have
assumed that
jewelry
wasn't the case.
tools.
Okay.
Darn, you've seen through my disguise.
Yeah. I never once assumed you had proficiency with jewelers.
I just have no idea what to
Not
expect.
yet.
Lorn did know what to expect. Fucking just a hoarding. That's what.
Got me.
Joseph, would you just be able to tell us for the dragon horde for the 2 statues and gems? It's just unspecified gems.
What session is this under?
9.
Sure. It's Sapphire.
Oh, for the gems?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to figure out the value? It should.
Yeah.
It should.
So we don't have a value.
Healer's Kit, Magic Bone Scroll Case.
By any chance, are they 50?
Where the fuck is this?
I have a suspicion that they are 2 sapphires worth 50, because that is something
No.
he has.
That's different.
Okay.
Where's the dragon? Where's the scroll case? I'm trying to figure out where that is. I can just Control F, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it is here. The dragon. Oh yeah, they're 20 gold pieces. Yeah. Total.
Gems?
I have it written down that it is a dragon-shaped figurine made of a miscellaneous gem,
Okay.
Oh.
That's fine.
Oh.
worth 20 gold pieces.
Okie dokie.
Alright. Then we have 270 gold worth of stuff to sell.
Do we also have a use for the hide armor that is armor proofed? The 5 daggers and the longbow from session 7.
Hmm.
So those are also unclaimed.
Yeah, I would assume not for especially for the daggers.
I don't know if anyone can use a longbow. Seraphine maybe, but
In technicality, I can use a longbow. Am I going
Yeah.
to? No.
Mm-hmm. 3
so
sword
I
again.
say we're probably good to sell those as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no one wants the hide armor.
Nah, not me.
Vols doesn't
Hide
do
armor is
armor.
medium, right?
Yes.
Nope.
I don't take it that people would be looking for a statue of Lolth.
Did you guys pick that up again?
No, we did
No,
not.
I think that was the
We didn't.
thing that was spying on us that we were like, okay, never mind.
We hid in a
Oh.
treasure chest.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'd say for the weapons and armor, you'd get half price. Whatever they're listed in D&D Beyond.
Alright.
Mm.
Or I guess technically in my sheet for the armor. Hide armor is worth 50. I'd say actually you can get full price for that one because there's a tag on it. So. And what else do you have? Daggers are worth 2 gold piece each. Longbow is worth 50.
50. So,
So half for everything except for the hide.
Maybe
Alright.
Vols will keep a dagger just to keep handy.
Cut rope.
alright. Well, this is on you for making it an odd number. 349 gold.
Ah.
Get rid of the dagger. You can pick one up somewhere else.
Fine.
Yeah. Peer pressure.
It's a
Peer
4.
pressure for a single gold.
Hey.
I mean, it's not gonna line up anyway because there's 6 of us.
No, it's not, because it's going to
But-
still be an odd number regardless, because
Yeah.
it'll be 513. So if you want the dagger, you can have the dagger.
Well, remember you're getting half price for the daggers.
I know, it's a single gold.
Okay.
I'm just... It's because with total, with all the stuff, half price for stuff, it's total of 350 with all 5 daggers. For selling stuff. Yeah. So Brendan, if you actually want the dagger, you can have it.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Full circle.
Wolves takes the dagger, gets yelled at for taking the dagger, and then gets handed the dagger back.
Classic. It's like, oh, it's uneven. Does the math again. Nope. Give it back to him. Give it back. Take it out of here.
Does not matter. Yeah, so we have 349 with golds to sell.
Cool. Are you guys gonna sell the stuff?
I would assume so.
I'd say you probably can sell most of the weapons at the blacksmith, which is right here. I just, you don't actually have to, like, unless you guys actually want to roleplay selling it, I'm just going to show you on the map where you go. And then the jeweler is actually all the way on the other side of town. Over here. We sell all the gems.
Over where?
Ah, yes,
Huh.
the jeweler.
Listen, it's not my fault that I'm racist.
But we had a silence for the soundbite.
Exactly. Exactly.
Make sure to clip
Good
it.
plug.
There. Now it's better.
Alright.
Fixed it.
Oh.
All right. Anything else that you're gonna do in town during the day?
We go around, sell things. Maybe it's, hey, other party team, we got some stuff to resupply. Maybe go grab some food, because my
I was
goodness,
gonna say
cave
maybe we
food
should
is
treat ourselves to a meal.
Would not be opposed.
Yeah. You guys gonna go back to the Crestlight Inn, or are you gonna go to the other one?
Let's try the other one.
Maybe they have some other food options.
The Green Wave Inn is on the other side of town, right over there. And you guys head in, and at the bar is a young human man. He's just kind of wiping stuff down. And he sees you come in, and it's just people are sitting down for mid-afternoon beer and late lunch and early dinner and all that.
Don't mind if I do.
And he kind of, waves you in. Hey, good afternoon. Sit down. Just let me know if you need anything. Yeah, nice place. It's a little bit more rustic than the Crestlight. Maybe less tablecloths and stuff like that. But it looks like it's a nice enough establishment.
Well, how much do we want to spend on dinner?
We can.
Hey, what was
put
the total
everything
cost of everything we've sold?
So after, like both included what we sold and the money, it would be that we just straight up gold. It would be 862 total.
We could do 100
So to
each.
drop 100 on-
260 for.
Drop
Refund?
100 on dinner.
I
Oh my
don't know.
God.
Drop
Another
100 on
K.
dinner.
I don't think there's gold worth or food worth 100 gold in this.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man. I could drink 100 gold worth of beer.
Okay, that's true. I guess if you're talking
Same
about
we-
alcohol,
We're
We're having a
I,
feast.
I can easily drink more than you.
Mm.
We are not spending
Alright,
100
let's-
gold on food.
I was gonna say, I'm like, we're not making this a competition, guys.
I'd say
I don't know. I'm trying to think of how we
enough
split that, but
for-
like at rounds, and we.
840,
enough for a
you know,
meal and a
so-
few
yeah.
rounds of drinks.
840 would give us all 140 apiece with 22 left over. I'm not saying all of that needs to be spent on food.
But it could be.
And drinks.
It could be though. But it
And
could
drinks.
But drinks.
But drinks, food.
I mean, we gotta celebrate a successful first mission.
You're not going above like 30 or like
You
25.
probably don't need to go above 10.
Also true.
One keg, please.
But
That's
there's
probably
that.
like a gold.
Yeah.
A
And
keg, wow.
840.
Yeah, finest keg of beer of mead. It's worth 8,000. No, yeah, brings over a keg of beer. It'd be like 10 gold for the keg.
Let's
It's
go.
just he just brings over the kind of standard, Bud Light version.
Is this kegs just for Seraphine or is this to share?
I mean, it depends on how fast you're gonna be drinking. Because she would be like, "All right, who wants some? You guys done? All right." She starts downing it at that point.
Picks the keg up.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
like Pam's flask. Here's-
It's just like, if there's anybody wants, you can have seconds. But as soon as you say you're done, it's mine.
You're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah. Vols will probably get a few rounds out of the keg.
This body can't drink as much as my last one, but I'll do some damage.
Kurze will go up to find the innkeep and he's like, excuse me, do you know where I can find some halfling's leaf? Or pipeweed, I think is what they call it.
Oh, yes, actually, I believe that Coleman, the herbalist, should have some around. I'm sure he's got plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. Don't need anything, too pricey, but that should do me. Is he nearby?
He's actually on the complete other side of town. It's
Huh.
over there.
Well, I've come a long way. Might as well.
Go a little longer.
Yeah, what's another 10, 15 minutes?
And that is about the walk. It's like a 10-minute walk to get there.
Yeah.
It's not a very big town.
So I'll go over there and get about maybe a traveler's supply, a bit of a pipeweed.
Yeah, probably like 5 gold.
Okay. And after well, actually, I'll wait till dinner. Once food gets going.
Yeah, you guys are able to order a very satisfying meal after having been in underground for several days. Warm meat, cold beer. Even the simple things like, cheese that hasn't been wrapped in preserving wax, and bread that isn't stale.
Hardtack.
Yeah, it's just so nice.
I may have missed the dungeon, but oh, they are so jealous they're missing this.
Oh, man.
Reminds me of the day we met, huh?
Man,
What a day.
if only Meepo could have joined us for this meal.
Oh,
In Meepo's honor, tickle corn! Raise our glass.
fine.
Breaks the keg.
The other group just like, huh? Oh, wait.
They were a few of them were there.
Yeah, they were there.
And probably go outside, sit down, and try out a bit of the new product I got.
Before you do
Good.
that, after we say tickle corn, Vols is gonna be like, wait, if we're gonna be traveling together some more, should we like have like a group name?
That's tickle corn.
I do it in repos. I don't think I want to go around the name of Tickle Corn personally.
We could. I mean, whole place was really dragon themed. Maybe something like that. Could be doing something with and if we could have some fun with it, we would have a pun on scales.
Scales. What about adding a little bit of the tree, since our first one was finding the tree?
True.
The dragon roots. Come on, Vols. You thought of the idea. Come on. Shock that brain of yours. Get some ideas going.
I don't know. I was pretty partial to tickle corn myself, but I want everyone to be on board with it.
The milk,
Maria will
because we
Maria
deliver.
will toss in a suggestion. I mean, if you're talking about trees and scales, and you did save us, you could be something like, I don't know, like the Guardians of Bark and Scale or something.
Ooh.
I feel like that.
Or
What's
like
your
the
guys'
Drake
group name?
Wardens, or like, I don't know,
Bark and Scale.
something like that.
Bark and scale isn't bad.
Bark and scale is pretty cool.
Vols will look around. All in favor?
barking scale sounds like you're talking about a dog barking.
Bark. BARKENSSCALE.
Well, that is the problem with going with tree puns as our, kind of our keywords of making a name. It's gonna have a little bit of that laugh.
Or like, I don't know, it's like the scaled root guardians. I don't know.
I feel like it has to be something simple, something that we can easily remember.
Hold on.
Holding.
I think I know. What's a good place to think outside? I'll take out my pipe and I'll kind of put a bit of the pipe weed in there and light it and think to myself for a bit. Oh, so don't mean to do this just myself. Anyone care to? I kind of offer the pipe up to anyone who wants.
Vols will take you up on your offer. He's never really smoked pipe weed before, but he'll give it a try.
I imagine it's like a midpoint between a cigar and like really weak marijuana.
Yeah.
Oh man, definitely not used to that.
What about the Timber Titans?
Timber Titans.
The Tims.
The Tims.
The Tims.
Or maybe like Wyrmwood.
Oh.
You know what? The Wyrmwood Warriors?
Ooh.
W.
W.
Well, I mean, WWW.
I do like the letter W. That sounds great.
Wyrmwood Warriors is pretty good, yeah.
Wyrmwood Warriors for the win.
www.v alchemists and artificer goods. There you go.
What was the first one you said, Matt?
The Timber Titans.
Timber Titan.
www.ticklecorn.
Wyrmwood does bring in the whole draconic part of it with the tree. I like that.
So like how JR's like Discord, it keeps doing like the thumbs up because of how his hand was resting on his face. It kept doing like the speech bubble, like thumbs up.
Just to Bruce Valdes, you know.
It's just going. Yeah, I think Discord's giving us the sign too. I think Wyrmwood Warriors is All
right. Well, we'll go back inside and say the name, and we'll be like, all in favor.
Raise your glass.
Raise your glass.
Raise his keg, I guess.
Raise his keg.
To the Wyrmwood Warriors.
Ticklecorn.
Ticklecorn.
Yeah.
I'm already pretty thrashed at this point. Ticklecorn.
Crossed.
Carter's wasted.
Yeah.
Carter, making me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, probably between the pipeweed and the mead, just crossed slightly.
Seraphine sees that happening. It's just like, well, I need to get where he's at. So she starts downing even harder.
Yeah, it's a bad.
What did you roll?
I don't know. I play on my character sheet, but I'm 1 for 1 on the funny number.
Oh.
7.
7. Yeah. You say tickle corn, and as you finish the sentence, you're yelling out as loud as you can, and your gut just squeezes in the wrong way as you yell out, and just raising up, standing at the table, yelling, head up, goes up and right back down onto you.
Accidentally gurgle up.
Yep.
I
go,
fall off the table and just like
Yep.
just out on the floor.
Wait, he fell
What's
asleep. Does that mean he's gonna change personalities?
Might.
Oh no.
Oh.
He very much might.
Oh my gosh.
Joseph debating on whether or not he's going to change personality.
I need to remember what causes him to do it. No,
I
Changes
mean, I don't think I was going to
personality
sleep.
mid-drunkenness.
no, that's not. Not for now. Well, it depends, actually.
I think it's time to get you to
No.
bed, buddy. As Vols will help get you back up and clean you off. He'll take you back upstairs to a bed.
Fact of looking up, throwing up onto yourself, and then just falling over, passing out in your puddle of vomit.
Yep.
As you carry me up, I'm just this body's not very good at drinking.
I just imagine just Carter just like falling over, smacking his head on the table, and just passing.
Again, this is like a 5'2", 20-year-old
Yeah.
that is doing this.
20-year-old woman.
Yeah.
I think you owe Elysia an apology tomorrow.
Or whoever it is tomorrow that comes in.
Less apology.
Whoever has to deal with the hangover.
Yep.
Still want to get to where I'm at, Seraphine.
Anybody wants to do in town
What?
today?
Still want to get to where I'm at.
I mean, yeah.
Trying to think.
Anything you want to buy or anything like that before you head back?
You know what? I think it's time. Alchemy supplies of my own.
I could have sworn that you bought alchemy supplies last time. Or not last
I
time,
would've-
when you were here.
I wouldn't be surprised. did buy
And
a bunch
And
of
let me
things.
rephrase that. In the video that I listened to, you purchased alchemist supplies
Oh my
when you
gosh.
were here.
I just didn't
So
edit. That's
you have
amazing.
alchemist supplies.
Okay, there we go.
Also, everyone can add 140 gold to their
Hmm.
inventory.
If you have anything after spending it all on food.
Looking at certain someone's.
Hey.
Hmm.
Food is food.
True.
And you guys won. How much was the gold? I was getting alchemist supplies.
140. Take a look over at this sparkling vial. See if they've got any interesting stock there.
Sure. I mean, it's got a good few types of things. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Would they sell any aspects?
That's probably more something that the herbalist would have.
Oh, true. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
sparkling
go
vial
with-
is going to have more like, completed potions.
gotcha. I'll go over to the herbalist then.
And in there, what kind of are you looking to meet the people in there, or are you just looking to shop?
I'm just looking to shop.
Okay, what kind of aspects are you looking for?
I'm looking for some aspect of Arcanum.
Yeah, those are pretty common. Are you I would say the aspect by itself. Hold on, give me a second. They probably sell. I would say they sell like they grow plants that are, aspects. And so the aspect itself would probably run you. You could get probably I would say 30 gold for a crude aspect, 150 for a basic one, 750 for a perfect one. And then you could add on gold to just make it have a value, a crafting value, in addition to that if you wanted to. But I feel like, that's just extra.
I'll go for a crude.
Sure.
And maybe I'll also see if there's just quickly scanning if they have one of sapping.
Yeah. Yep, it's easy enough.
All right, I'll get a crude one of that.
Cool.
And that's all for me.
All right.
We've done it.
Anything else anybody wants to do? Talking around town or shopping or anything, or just head to bed and go ahead.
I think I would like to buy some like simple yarn and stuff like that. And I was going to like knit together a little like plushie of a dragon, and well, more specifically of like Calcerix. And I was going to mail it back to my mother with a letter just updating her on my travels, of the new friends I've made, of the things I've seen, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, you can probably find yarn at the general goods, maybe Gregory's goods you go back to. And you spend the evening knitting a plushie of Calcerix. And you write a little note. I would say for all the materials, the note and the ink and the blah blah blah, probably like 3 gold for everything. And there is actually a falconer in town, right over here. And so you can make, probably by the time you're done knitting, you'd have to go in the morning to go send it out. But you could definitely go send out your note and your little plushie in the morning, and send it off on a falcon to your mother.
Aww.
Cool.
You can have inspiration for that.
Yay!
Family.
And Matt, you can have inspiration for smoking.
Thank you.
Wow.
And I guess, Carter, you can have inspiration for fucking getting so drunk you passed out.
Yay, it's in character for me.
Is
Is that extra experience for anyone?
Nope.
they've been
3 out of 5
theirs.
for me.
All right. Well, with that, you all have a extremely restful night's sleep in real beds for once.
Yay!
And why do I have a d20 in my hand?
Alright. So always
And-
happens. Who's getting the funky dream?
Who am I doing? Yeah. You wake up in the morning, well rested. Yeah. Not quite long rested, but you know, you're doing fine.
Very sleeped.
Very sleeped. Cool. Is there anything else anybody wants to talk to? I would say, I will say, actually, Vols, as you are going to the Falconer in the morning, that'll probably cost you another 3 gold pieces, we'll say, to send it off. That's a little, frankly, that's kind of pricey because you're asking him to send a plushie, which is a little more difficult for a falcon. And you hear, as you're passing by the market stall, kind of, there's a town crier standing by what is a well right here.
Wait, where? Sorry, I wasn't on the map.
The little circle thingy kind of right there. We'll call that a well, because I said so.
Bars.
And you hear him crying out like some typical things, like, you know, mayor of I forget what the fuck even the town is called. The city's called. I'm bad DM forgetting the names of my own places.
Townsville.
You
Yeah,
were
the
in
mayor,
Townsville.
the mayor of Emeroth passes this, you know, a new policy, changing taxes or something. It's currently what's the calendar? What's the season? It's going into summer. You know, the Purple Heart Vineyards announcing that their summer harvest is going to be the best in years. Reports of haunted house concerning shipsmen sailing across to Amaroth. Yeah, that'll be it.
So,
And then you're able to go to the Falconer.
haunted house reports, wine sale, and ships at Amaroth.
Oh, you know, politics in Amaroth. The mayor apparently has passed a new policy with regard to taxes.
Of course, it's taxes.
Taxes.
Okay.
Is the Purple Hearts Winery, is that the place that I passed by in my session 0?
Mm-hmm.
Or stopped at? Okay.
Hopefully taxes that don't have to do with travel.
The Cronkite would say, you know, lowers taxes on merchants or something. Probably say.
Oh, thank goodness. Whoa. We are now installing tolls.
Increases taxes on halflings.
Fuck! All right, where did that alchemist fire go?
Son of a bitch.
Are doing an assassination.
Viva
Next
la revolution!
Kurze's like, this is personal, directed at me.
Yep. Kurze, you probably do hear this in the morning as you're sitting on your little rocking chair out on the porch, smoking.
Oh man.
Huh.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to do before you head off to the? I assume to the guild, I guess, or is there any other destination that you guys want to head off to first that I'm not aware of?
I'm just sitting in a random
We're good.
table, face down on the table, drinking water.
Are you still
Oh.
Carter?
No, I have gloves on.
You have gloves on? What does
You're
that mean?
Carter, but with gloves on.
The gloves serves
Ah,
one specific character.
It's a
This is
lead.
on the test.
Alessa?
This is
Those are
this
the two that
will
it's
be
not.
on the test.
Clearly, it's Halcyon.
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 See, I knew it.
I was gonna say, are there any
Has
pictures
gloves.
anywhere? I don't remember.
I mean, I can do
Long
this.
ago.
I was gonna say, I'm like, that's in the general chat, isn't it? It's like,
There.
Ooh.
Me.
Whoa! See, there you go.
Gloves.
I wouldn't have known.
Vols will pop back into the inn after delivering his letter, and he'll see Halcyon face down and be like, "Hey, Halcyon, how are you feeling, buddy?"
I'm gonna be honest, man. Not great.
Yeah, Carter, he's quite the drinker,
Yeah,
to put it lightly.
it's okay. It's not my first rodeo. I tend to have the unfortunate luck of going after him in these situations.
I run downstairs like, "Rock two, let's go, Carter!" Oh.
No,
Well,
this is the recovering.
if you need anything on our way to the guild hall, just let us know.
Yep, just let me know when we're going.
I kind of walk in and be like,
Oh no.
so we're talking about a haunted house with hey, Halcyon.
Hello.
Sure, you
I
don't need
mean-
some like water or something.
I'm already
or, like-
drinking water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about the haunted house too. Sounds interesting.
I
I
mean,
also heard there's a sale going on at the winery I passed by on my way here.
I'm not big on wine, and I don't think a friend of ours wants to hear about alcohol right now.
Yeah, good point. But I wouldn't mind going back to visit the husband and his wife and his kid there. They were very nice to me, very accommodating.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
That could work. Yeah.
Plus, it's more of one of those relaxing things to do rather than jumping into our next jaws of adventure.
Yeah. I wonder if ghosts wouldn't like if there was like a necromancer in a haunted house, if they'd know anything about Shar, but maybe it's bad to assume that all evil people know each other. That seems a little
Bigoted
generalization.
towards evil people.
Yeah. I don't want to be bigoted towards evil people.
There's a line, man. Come on.
Listen, they're a minority. You can't.
True.
Well, if everyone else is ready, I'm ready to head to the guild hall.
That's right. More pay. Actual pay.
Yeah.
More money sounds good.
A substantial amount.
There you go.
Well, you guys head off in the morning out to the west. And actually, did I do that right? Did I do west right? No, I did west wrong. I'm incorrect. How did none of you make fun of me
So
for
you
that?
did.
For the compass.
Listen, I was too busy making my stupid joke about north being up.
Uh-huh.
I was too busy focusing on the cat and also not having it load.
Yeah, I was saying, and then the cat facing south.
Yep.
It was,
Too many bits.
Too many bits.
So you head out west.
the downfall of us all.
to the tavern. Takes about a day and a half of travel. Anything anybody wants to do on the way there?
Barty.
I'll keep an eye out for any goblins.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You can make a perception check.
We get to the spot and we're all just like guns pointed and everything, looking everywhere.
It's a shame we never figured out what was on that message.
That's right. Reminds me, once we get back, I want to start looking into maybe well, with Donegal's family and stuff, maybe learning a few things. Yeah, unless anyone else wants to learn goblins specifically, you know. Try to do that.
That's a 25 on perception.
Yeah, you are fucking eyes peeled. Especially once you get back to the spot that you guys got ambushed the last time, you like stop and you like slowly inch forward and you like throw a rock and all of that. And it appears as if the road is relatively clear.
I should have read it as Elysia or Elysia. They have comprehend languages.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Is the other party still traveling with us back to the guild, or did we leave
Yep.
them in Resthaven?
No,
they're going
we
with
are
you.
bringing them.
We need
Unless
them
you
for our money.
We gotta get proof.
Yeah, we gotta get proof they're alive, and the best proof is to be like, hey, here's the living people with us.
That is the best proof.
Or kill them and show how fresh their corpses.
Yeah.
Listen, when we found them, they were alive. We did rescue them.
We saw that the reward for dead was higher. For some reason.
Imagine.
How they died? Who
Who's
knows?
Who's to
Who
say?
knows? There were no witnesses.
I'll spend a little bit of time, if nothing else, just like in the... I sleep in 4 hours, so I'll spend a little bit of time just finding out chemical materials, foraging.
Sure.
Being outside seems to help me recover a little bit better. And then
Yeah,
I am
it's-
halcyon in day 2 as well.
Probably whatever the medium lushness is.
Oh, Halcyon, do you mind if I join?
Sparse?
Probably sparse. Yeah.
Let's do it!
Heck yeah.
So we got a lot of cool aspects in the dungeon. It can be fun to think of things with.
And things together.
Oh, by the way, I have this just in case you need it later. Just because it tends to happen sometimes. You get really tired, it'll pull out the potion of restfulness. Just in case.
Take a look at. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
That's honestly what I was gonna make most of the time, anyways. This seems like that's an issue.
Yeah. Only got one of these, but it should help.
Great.
Said. Continue onwards.
Yeah.
That is an
Anybody
interesting
else?
thing to think. Would you rather deal with the hangover or the projectile vomit?
I think Carter was chill with the vomit, so
Yeah. What is that from, Eric?
JJK.
Oh.
Someone basically animated a panel. Don't worry,
Lobotomy Kaisen.
yeah.
Is that Toto? No, that's not Toto.
Is
No,
that jujitsu?
yeah,
or is
that's
that Kaizen?
that's Kaizen Jutsu.
Oh, okay. Cool.
There you go.
All right. Well, after another day and a half, you guys make it to the tavern. I actually have a little map for the tavern too, but on this big guild.
Where's
On it,
hold on, what document is the rules for finding alchemical materials in?
Proficiencies.
That's the
triple
place
P.
we've been.
You got.
Is that just the Guide to Glorious Gear now?
I think it is.
Ah, yes, it is.
Oh. Hmm.
Is it in there? Oh yeah,
It's
here it is.
in. Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Refer to all the documents by their first letters. Just like,
The G.
oh yeah,
G.
we got the Herc.
Ooh, alright. I am 2 for 2 on funny number.
Got
Wow.
the goods.
My favorite document is
So I will find
My favorite
nothing.
document is
Well, actually, how many times can I do it? Sleeping in 4 hours.
Quite a lot. I mean, it only takes an hour. You can do 3 per block.
Mm-hmm.
So at least 3.
Okay, well, I got a natural 20 and a natural 19 on the other one, so that's very good.
Nice.
So I'll find... Oh, okay, now I gotta figure out how much I will add.
Also, for the people on the map of the Dawn and Dust Tavern, don't mind the rocky surrounding terrain.
Mm-hmm.
It just it is green pasture, but
That's-
it was the only kind of campus-ish kind of map that I could find that I liked.
No, I understand, but you want us to pretend it's not there because at the end of a session, all of a sudden, everything around us is going to turn to stone.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
You
start
saw
seeping
straight
through
through me.
from
It's
here. It's
true.
gonna be like the well.
Dr. Stone.
Except for except for the people, it's all inanimate objects.
Yeah.
Just
Like kegs.
everything turns to stone.
Okay, I found 75 gold.
Nice.
Is worth of
Yeah.
alchemical materials.
Alright. I'll walk in. See the door is still opens out. And just kind of just grumble to myself again. And as I enter in, I'll kind of billow my cape. Or bill my cloak of billowing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah, you
have returned victorious.
Daphne kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, hey!" and she does a little like a little clap.
Thank you.
And she kind of peeks behind you and sees all 11 of you. Oh wow! Yeah, you really did.
You know what? Does the other team have a team name? Man, we
Not that
came
you
up
know.
with our own. Yeah, I was gonna say we came up with our own, and well, I guess we can just say, hey, we saved the
Wyrmwood
other
Warriors
team.
plus friends.
What'd you say?
Wyrmwood Warriors plus friends.
Yeah. Wow! Congratulations. I guess that means I should grab a cola, eh?
Wyrmwood losers.
Mhm.
Sounds right. We've got them all here, and mission successful.
Awesome. Well, I'll go do that for you. And as she does, she goes upstairs to grab him, and the other adventurers, kind of take a moment to sit down and they yelled again. They're like, "Wow, it has been a second since we've been here."
Imagine thinking they have the luxury to sit.
Lorn rips the chairs out from under them. Some of the other adventurers who are chilling in the guild kind of acknowledge your presence. And Kolev comes down the stairs and sees you and says, "All right, well, let's go over to this the little office room over here." And he kind of shuffles you into one of the side conference rooms. All right. Well, I see you successfully got the adventurers here. Our last report, you informed us that you had successfully completed the dungeon. Is this accurate?
Indeed.
Yes.
All monsters have been slain or chased out.
And
And we
kobolds
made friends
befriended.
with. Yeah, we've made friends with kobolds.
And the
Oh,
kobolds
good.
also.
Well, that's good. Yes, sometimes we have to clear kobolds out, but if you've already were able to befriend them, then that's good. They hopefully shouldn't be an issue.
As long as you don't bug them.
Yes, we just need to pass through to the other floor, so I'm sure we can find an accommodating way to work with them or around them.
They'll be very amenable if during moments of victory and triumph you say tickle corn.
I will write that down. All right. Well, I assume you retell, everything that you found and blah
Oh
blah
yeah.
blah. Not gonna make you sit through it. But yeah, sounds good. Well, wow, you did it all. You did it all. I gotta be
That's
honest,
just what
wasn't
we do.
really expecting them all to be alive. So
I just imagine they're in the
They're just right there.
corner of the room and they're just
yeah,
like-
he looks to him and he goes, "Sorry."
He looks him straight in the eyes one by one and says, "I did not expect any of them to come back."
I was stunned when you brought them back, and frankly, disappointed.
I
Why
see
the hell
that
are you guys
Donegal's
here?
still alive. How great!
Now opposed to
Get the hell out
having
of
to
my
pay
office.
150 gold, I have to pay 2,400 gold.
Yeah, right. Well, here is your reward, and he kind of gets a couple of sacks of gold out of a bag of holding, and puts them on the table. 2,400 gold pieces total for bringing everybody back alive and completing the dungeon.
600 for the dungeon.
Well, it's 600 for the dungeon, 600 for bringing everybody back alive, and doubling the total for doing them both.
No, it's 600 for the dungeon, 2,400 for bringing everyone back alive.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
It absolutely is.
No, it's
Oh my
not.
gosh. He changed
It
the
is.
he changed
No.
the
All
audio.
right. Well, I'm gonna start taking out 100 gold every time you tell me it is. So
Do you want me to read word for word?
I have it written down word for word. It's not. It's 2,400 total if all brought back alive and dungeon completed. So you wrote it wrong. That's not my bad.
Was that session
people-
1?
It was. People wrote this in confusing ways because they separated things.
Oh wait a minute. Yeah, I see it down there.
Yeah, but
It is 600 gold pieces for completing the dungeon. It's 120 gold pieces for each person brought back alive. 20 gold pieces times 5 is 600. So if you do them both, it's 1,200 total, and it's doubled if you do them both, which is 2,400.
If
'Cause
all
again,
objectives are met, we have.
I blame whoever wrote this.
I was gonna say
It says
down
if
there.
all objectives
If
are met,
all
it's
objectives are met, we get
2,400 gold.
2,400 gold. Like, I don't know what's confusing about that.
Because that's the top one, and then the main objective is down below.
Okay.
Hmm.
Whatever.
When you
Okay,
read
well,
things in
anyways.
order.
That never happened, by the way. That
No.
never happened.
That was all out of character.
I was like, I have it written down. Like, I know what it is.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm
So-
over my carry weight.
What?
How much is it per person again? 'Cause I
400.
get-
Well, I guess for 6 of you, it would be 200 each.
Cool.
What?
2,400 divided by 6 is 400.
Yeah, you're right.
I was like, excuse me?
I'm like, that doesn't sound like that's
You're saying you're not
a good
going to
amount.
accounting then.
I was like, that math doesn't math.
Wondering.
I looked at 600 and I said 600 divided by 6 is 100. And if you do them
Yeah.
both, you get 1,200. So that's 200 each. And forgot about
Yeah.
doubling that. So yeah, 400 each.
Double
Okay.
and give it to the next person.
See, that's
Double
on
it
the
and
way.
give it to the next person.
Double it and give it to them. You just hand it around in a circle.
Infinite money glitch.
Infinite money.
Yep.
By the time it gets to the last person, they have like 10,000 gold.
Okay. Oh, we were wondering. Would there be anywhere on the Emerald Coast that would be particularly good for looking into like information on like deities or kind
We
of
told him about the thing. We could tell him about the guy we fought. I clue him in that, yeah, there was something going on there, you know.
we want to look into the Shar cultists.
Yeah.
I mean, deities in particular. I know Rest Haven has a temple. I believe that Amaroth and Verdmore have plenty of religious peoples in them. I'm sure I know they have several temples of individual deities. Looking into a Shar cult in particular, I can't say that I've like had any quests posted about them. It's in my experience, it really depends on what their goals are. Sometimes they like to embed themselves among the population of a city, and sometimes they like to kind of live off on their own. But generally speaking, they're pretty hard to find if they don't want to be found. I mean,
True.
that's kind of one of their main things.
We found out something about the fact of them likely being in a more out there in the wilds. Yeah. Or was it or was it something to do with
That's what Erky
turkeys?
said, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't. You could.
Is there any location in the wilds that has, sort of religious significance to any sort of deity?
Oh, dozens, hundreds. Yes, certainly. The continent is full of them. I would say probably your best bet would be to. Oh, in my experience, Shard cultists are a bit prissy. They like their fine dining and their comfortable living quarters and stuff. I wouldn't expect them to be in a cave or anything of that sort. I'd expect that they would try and find I don't know, some abandoned temple or mansion or tower of some kind to live in. That's what I would guess. I've been around the block a few times, studied cultists. Yeah, I mean, you could spend some time just kind of adventuring out on the outskirts of the coast. you might come across records of people having been around. I mean, generally speaking, if you are adventuring around, if you find marks of people being there, that's not common. It might be something you're looking for. Generally speaking, monsters wander around, but only... I don't want to be exclusive. Mostly people who have nefarious purpose set up shop in the outskirts. So, you know, probably not a terrible shot of just happening upon them by chance if you're looking for them out there. But if you're looking for specifics, well, he looks seriously like conflicted inside. I mean, I'm not recommending this, but Eliana does know a lot about a lot. She might have information about it.
Kurze's eyes light up.
Or, I mean, hey, you could ask any of the other adventurers who are bound the guild. They all kind of adventure out, and I'm sure it could be worth your while to, frankly, unless there's something else that you know you want to do right now, it's definitely not a bad idea to talk to them and see what they've seen around the area, get a kind of lay of the land, and if there's something you're looking for, other adventurers often have come across random stuff just like you have.
Is Eliana in today?
Today. She hasn't left in like 17 months.
Oh. Does she ever go out?
17 months ago she did.
Is she okay?
You're asking the
17
wrong
months ago, she
person.
was.
All right. Huh. Oh, but I don't have a good enough story for her.
You're trying to find a good story for her.
I'm sorry, that wasn't meant for you. That was me. That was Kurze talking to Kurze, okay?
Good luck there, buddy.
There you go.
They'll go and find Eliana.
Well, I guess
Anybody
we're-
else have any questions?
I was
for
gonna
him
say,
before we
like,
head
I
out?
guess we're done here. I know the cultist stuff is more of. I guess Kurze's pretty interested in this now, but more for you, Lorn. But other than that, I'm happy for a job well done. You did talk to Donegold about what he's gonna do next. Well, specifically the now.
Yeah.
Looks at the rest of the
Okay.
group.
So Kurze is going to go talk to Eliana. And V will want to talk to Donegold. Anybody else want to do anything? Talk to anybody specific? Or just kind of hang around for those conversations?
Vols will probably
Probably-
just hang around.
Yeah,
with
just hang
the-
around.
Mhm.
Probably go with Kurze, or just
Say,
With
are
Eliana.
any of you going to go with either of these two people for a conversation? Or so Lauren's going to go with Kurze.
Yeah, I'll stick around with V.
I'll go with B too.
I'll go with Kurze.
Okay. Sounds good.
Split the party. Nice.
I will go ahead and say that on that note, I'm going to wrap things up there. A little bit early for tonight, but we've had some seriously long ones for the past couple. So that'll be it for this one.
Hey, do we
Good
level
stuff.
up?
You do not level up. No.
What?
Dang.
Carter's
Yeah.
drunkenness doesn't level us up?